my cue. What it do, y'all? Man, it look like it's moving a little fast today, but I must got some exciting action. I really didn't cover too much of the top 25 this week. There we go. Game of the week, Minnesota at Michigan. Week number 6, exciting week after an exciting week 5. Colorado State getting their second win of the season in a big way. But here we go. We got OU hosting TCU. This is a conference game. Oklahoma at number 1 in their conference. TCU right behind them, both at 4-0, both with 1-0 conference records. This game here is not the game of the week, but Sports on Sports Network contract with EA Sports is able to bring you the finest of college football. And we will bring you Colorado State every week they play. They got a bye this week.
Air Force and Navy meet, hoping to assume command in the race for the Commander-in-Chief's trophy. And for Navy, they pounded into the end zone on the ground. The midshipmen have the lead, 7-0. The Horned Frogs.
That's always a rival. Let's take a look at Max Duggan starting the game down 3. See what he does with his first drive. It looks like they're moving the ball a bit, but looks like he turned it over. Uh-oh, Max Duggan. He's a name that pops up, so he may go pro. As Kennedy Brooks takes it in to give Oklahoma a 10-point lead over TCU.
Keep your finger on the pulse of the top 10. Back and forth these two teams go, neither one giving an inch. We could be headed to a photo finish. The Cyclones have the lead, 3-0. All right, thanks a lot, Reese.
And it's not just Saturday, it's every day. Sports on Sport Network brings you these great, exciting college game days packed with action as TCU gets the pick. A chance to get them back in the game. And let's see if Max Duggan, after a penalty, gets his team down in range. 40 seconds to go, and he cannot get in. 2nd and goal. They are going, hurry up. 25 seconds on the clock. Max Duggan drops back. He runs again. He breaks the tackle, and he cannot break the second tackle. 17 seconds on the clock. They do go into the hurry-up offense. 10 seconds. Max Duggan drops. He looks. He scrambles again, and he gets it in finally. Max Duggan with the rushing touchdown right before halftime. Oklahoma gets a big run. 2 seconds, 1 snap left. Oh, and Caleb Williams, who is the starter, is sacked. I'm sure they had a big quarterback controversy over there between Caleb Williams and the other little guy, number 7. I usually know his name. You always draw a blank when you're trying to say something, especially like on the microphone or something. That's why it would be good to have like notes. But again, when I start getting paid, I'll start coming up with some notes. I'll have extensive. You'll think this is a live broadcast from TNT on Thursday night basketball.
Everywhere we go when we travel over the country, people want to talk about offense. Oh, the spread, or the pistol, hurry up tempo offense.
Yeah, everyone talks about offense. Offense put points on the board. Points on the board wins games. So if your offense can't put no points on the board, chances are you ain't gonna win too many games. So here we go, third quarter, and Caleb Williams finds his receiver wide open. And Caleb Williams with this first touchdown throw of the day. Picked off at the goal line, and he's able to take a knee and take it out to the 20. Fourth quarter, OU still up 17-7 and a field goal. That will pretty much do it. Let's take a look.
Hoping to assume command in the race for the Commander-in-Chief's trophy. And for Air Force, they continue their winning ways. The Falcons get the 2-touchdown victory.
After Navy started,
I think they're confused. I think it starts up front with the offensive line. They're not having the typical game that you'd expect to see.
See, I let them talk and then I cut them off. After Navy started with the 7-0 lead, they gave up 21 unanswered. Max Dugan for another running touchdown. I'm not sure if he could throw the ball, but he can run it into the end zone. That is his second rushing touchdown, and that will bring the Horned Frogs within 6 points, 2 minutes, 43 seconds, as they try to get the ball back. And Caleb Williams is sacked. Oh, and they lose 2 more yards, and they are forced to punt.
TCU's coaches have got to be confident in the fact that they've got a star player in a tight situation.
And there's nothing better than having a quarterback you have confidence in these kind of situations. You know he's going to make the right read. He's going to give his receivers a chance to make a play on the ball. And they're going to have a really good chance of moving the ball down the field to have a shot to win this game.
Max Dugan, complete to the sideline, incomplete, 3rd and 7. He drops, he looks, and he is picked off. Receiver looked like he didn't expect the ball to come his way. I don't know if we put that on Max.
Typically doesn't make a mistake in that situation.
Sometimes you take a chance, and sometimes you become the hero, and sometimes you become the GOAT. This time it didn't work out.
Well, he will be the GOAT, and that is not the greatest of all time. He throws the pick that ends the game, and Oklahoma stays number 1 in their conference with the win over TCU, holding their number 2 position. TCU, I'm sure, will drop from 9. Maybe not too far. They did hold on and keep it close, but I'm sure they will drop. So let's see how next week plays out in the standings, and let's get a look at what's going on around the country really fast. And we're going to have to get you out to Reese Davids. Again, missed it again. I can't never get it right. I can't get right. Let's take a look at the Battle of the M's. Michigan hosting Minnesota. And see, Reese wasn't even making the call today. Take a look at the offensive rankings as number 16, Michigan hosting Minnesota. This is a rivalry for some reason. Nothing I've ever been interested in, but let's take a look as Minnesota misses their first chance to put points on the board.
The Longhorns came into the game ranked 7th. They're now bungee jumping, and the board's going to break. And for Iowa State, they put together 4 straight wins. The Cyclones waltz out with a 16-point victory. Meanwhile, Air Force and Navy meet, hoping to assume command in the race for the Commander-in-Chief's trophy. And for Air Force, their winning streak is at a half dozen. And for Hughes, he rushed for more than 150 yards. The Falcons victorious by 14.
Yes, I will say EA Sports did do an excellent job putting their presentation together for the game. If they no real complaints on NCAA 14 or Madden 25, but just speaking currently, if they put more, he throws it directly to the Minnesota defender. First turnover of the game.
It's a good job by the corner of sitting.
But if EA Sports put as much time into their gameplay as they do into the presentation, I wouldn't have to be doing these old games. But it is what it is, and when the games were good, And if you can update the rosters and watch Hassan Haskins go into the end zone.
Let's check out what's happening in the dome at Syracuse. And for Clemson, a very lethargic performance so far. If they don't watch out, they're going to be in a world of hurt early in the second quarter.
I want to get word and find out if Ugali is still hurt.
Quick throw in the end zone, touchdown.
And Minnesota getting on the board. Would be a tie game if they made their first field goal, but if was a fifth, I'd be drinking it. Ha ha ha. Anyway, Michigan moves the ball down the field like a hot knife through warm butter. And he goes through the defender the same way and gets into the end zone. Blake Corum, the halfback, with the receiving touchdown.
The Cuse ready to fill the Carrier Dome and tee it up in Syracuse. And we've been keeping an eye on this one all day. The Tigers keep pounding away on the ground and they find pay dirt. Middle of the second quarter.
There are some exciting games going on as we tune in to our game of the week between our rivalry. Oh, and Michigan makes the pick as Minnesota was trying to get back on the board and keep it close. But, oh, here's a guy who's having a great season. Oh, A.J. Henning with the catch. And K. McNamara, who is having a great season. Only 6 of 12 for today, but he keeps it and gets a running touchdown as he continues his good season as they stay undefeated so far.
Let's have a look at what's going on in Syracuse. Let's take yet another peek at this game. And for Clemson, they're struggling to take control of this game. Midway through the fourth quarter.
Oh, that's what happened. Clemson is down to their third string quarterback, and they are not getting offensive production as we wind this one out with the kick. And let's get one more look.
The Tigers came into the game ranked third. That's not going to last. So you think any team can just roll their headgears out in the middle of the field and everybody's going to fall over and bow down to them? No. A major upset is now final. The Orange takes the 2-touchdown win. Meanwhile, the Bearcats come into today's game ranked 8th in the land. This one was tight. McClellan's skill at exploiting even the tiniest crack results in him making it into the end zone twice. Cincinnati gets the W, 24-19.
Wow, as this one ends, we do have an upset with Syracuse beating Clemson, taking advantage of their injuries as they should. This is the game of football, and there are no friends as Michigan walks away from this rivalry of the M's and hosts the Big M. Again, I don't know nothing about all this, but they do. It's the Jug with the M's. You gotta love it. College football every day, even in the off season. Thank you for joining. Week 6 in the books. Tune in next week. Hopefully we'll slow down and get you some actual looks at what went on this week as we prepare for next week's action. As we look at the players of the game, cue the Zook.
Yeah. I know some riders on a mission. I know some players out to get it. If you ain't broke, then pay attention. Now I see you listening. Your girl can get it. No